Hey guys, I know I've been promising you guys for a while to do a flip through of my Hobonichi weeks and the way that I plan in this. So that's what I'm going to do really quick while Willa is taking a nap. This cover is a Giglio Firenze Appunto, the slim Appunto, which is the size that fits the week's planners. And it's a polka brown. You can see like it's really beautifully pebbled and textured and I love it. So that's what this is. That's the cover that I'm using. That's an Oli clip that I've had for a while. And so in here, this is a card from Planner Press. Sometimes success is just getting the laundry in the dryer before the mildew sets in. And that's so true. That's where I got all these tabs from. And I'm just using a Hobonichi regular weeks for 2019. I've got a mega weeks for 2020. Excuse me while I drink my coffee. I thought Willa was napping, but apparently she's not. We'll see how long this lasts. I've talked about this pen before. This is the Uniball Hobonichi pen. And Platt Loves Planners also sent me 2 more of these pens. So that was sweet of her because I love these. I've been using it exclusively since I got it. So basically what I do is I use the monthlies, which are these tabs here at the top, and the weekly pages, which are these tabs here on the sides. I don't really have much use for any of these, so if anyone has any ideas or has a way of how you use it, I would love to hear it because I don't have any plans for it right now. So this is October. Aren't those beautiful tabs? Nice like holographic foil, all sparkly. I love them. I got the same style for 2020, but they're white with the holographic letters instead of like this gradient color. I don't know what you would call that. Okay, so what I do when I'm planning each week is I look at both the weekly or the monthly and then the weekly, right? So this is this week, but we're gonna do next week because I haven't done that yet. I saved this just for you guys. Hopefully I can stay in frame too. So I just look at what all I have going on next week, which is this week. And I put it all over here. Now down the side here, I know you guys have seen this before, all of this writing down the side of my pages is my health log for Willa. I track no, I don't track it, but I just make notes about like what time she woke up, how she slept that day for naps, how she ate because she's in feeding therapy. So I just make little notes about whether she ate well that day as far as her solids go, or whether she was more on purees that particular day because she seems to kind of go back and forth right now. And if she is exceptionally fussy or unhappy, or if I have to give her medicine or something like that, I'll just make a note of that as well, just so in case anything comes up, I have a log. And I've been tracking Willa's health stuff since she was probably about 3 or 4 months old. Sierra at SM Plans had a log, a health tracking log in her shop, and I got the idea from her. So I'm just gonna draw my line here. And the Hobonichi, I really like, has these little dots on the pages, so you can easily divide them up. There's no like measuring or anything. You just line up your pen with the dots. I'm totally using this card as a ruler. That's fine. So that's that, and that's where I'll log her stuff. So like yesterday, I did up at 7:15, good solids all day, 2.5 hour PM nap, happy baby most of the day, bed at 7:30. The day before was up at 7:05, lots of solids in the morning, short car nap, 2 hour PM nap, not much solids at dinner, bed at 8. Just to kind of give you an idea of the kind of things that I'm like writing down and keeping up with. So then I'll take like my tasks, and this pen is a tricolor pen. So since I've been using it, I've been color coding some things. So black is events and like I'll make little notes about things that happen during the day in black. Blue is tasks, appointments, things like that. And then red is anything to do with school, like my school tasks, which I probably should have had my laptop pulled up, but I'll just do school tasks later. That's what they look like, school tasks, because I don't have my laptop open. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the monthly, which is October, and look at next week. So Monday is Columbus Day, so that'll go in black. I don't know if you can hear Willa in there. She's in her room in her pack and play. It sounds like she's laying face down, like moaning on the ground. I'm trying to make sure I'm still in the frame here. We have feeding therapy on Tuesday at noon. She has feeding therapy every Tuesday. And that, if it's something that's brought up for your child, because I know there's kind of like a stigma around putting your child in therapy, especially young children, but it's basically like an early intervention kind of thing, and it has been so helpful for her. We've only gone once, actually. We were supposed to have an appointment this week, but the therapist was sick, but it has made such a difference already in the way that she eats food and chews and everything like that. So if it's something, if your child, baby, is having trouble or seems to be having trouble with their oral motor development or their oral motor strength, I definitely, and it's something that your pediatrician brings up, I definitely think that it's worth it if it's something that you guys can swing. So that's my feeding therapy soapbox. Wednesday I have an interview at a local preschool to be a substitute teacher, because that's the next step in my 18-month life plan at 11. So I'm really excited about that. I know that most of you know that I quit my job this week, and I've been staying at home with Willa, and I'm gonna go back to school and get my teaching certificate. And in the meantime, because I still do want to work, I just want more time with Willa, which I don't have right now, and I want more flexibility. So I'm trying to get some substitute teaching positions at preschools or at the local school district, just to kind of get in the classroom environment and also still have the flexibility to say, no, you know what, I'm going to stay home with Willa today. They're only little ones. Saturday the 19th is our family reunion, at which my grandmother has hired me to take pictures. It's at her house this year in the country. So we're gonna go out there, Bufford family reunion, 11 a.m. Saturday the 19th. I should have put some music on or something for you guys. I'm a really bad plan with me. And then Saturday is also Rory's 3rd birthday. Rory is my friend Courtney's little boy, who Courtney is who has watched Willa for this whole first year of her life. So he'll be 3. I was there when he was born. We went and saw him in the hospital. I watched him yesterday. And so then down this side is where I just kind of brain dump tasks, and I'll put any kind of date specific tasks, anything that I know needs to get done on a certain day, like my cleaning schedule, which I have not been sticking to, for anyone who's curious. But maybe next week will be the week. This week was kind of a weird week because it's my first week at home, so I'm still getting acclimated. Floors, Tuesdays is bathrooms. I have been doing the laundry though, I can say that. Wednesdays is surfaces, but that's Thursday. This is Wednesday. Surfaces. Thursday is empty out drawers and other things, containers. Friday is laundry. And so for example, I know on Fridays or on Sundays, and I didn't even do it for this week, but I know on Sundays that I want to take out the trash, because we have to take the trash to the dump. We don't have like municipal trash pickup. That's one of the joys of living in the country. And then I want to review for next week, which is actually what I'm doing right now, but I'm doing it ahead of schedule for you guys. Review next week, so I can cross that out. Sunday's tasks done, but I'll put it over here too. And because that's something that I know I'm gonna do on Sunday, I'll put a task for that on Sunday. But the rest of the stuff that's over here is just stuff that I need to do at some point during the week. It's not date specific. I think Willa finally went to sleep. I don't think there's anything that I know I'm gonna migrate yet. Hobo flip, that's what we're doing right now, so I can mark that out. Fantasy lights, plan. I don't think there's anything there yet. So that's basically what I'm doing here. And I'll just write this week at the top because I like that. And then I'll just bullet point them down the side. Blue for everything that's not school, red for everything that is school. And that's how that'll go. And then like date specific school, because I have obviously things that are due on certain days, so those will get written over here in red. And just like stuff that I have to do, like readings and watching certain videos or something like that that just needs to be done at some point, will be over here. And then like normally discussions are due on Tuesdays and responses are due on Saturdays, so those will be here after I look and check and make sure. And then so back here for my notes pages, what I'm doing is I have in these cute little bow tabs. I'm not normally a bow person. Like, full disclosure, I think bows are tacky when they're not on my child's head. But these were so cute. I couldn't not get some. So I have pending orders. This is September's habit tracker. See if I can get that up there for you guys to look at. And I'm just tracking like, I don't even know why I call it a habit tracker, because it's not really just habits. So I'm doing number of days I have headaches, migraines, number of days I'm exercising. I started working out consistently again last month. Number of days I'm drinking at least 3 of my 32-ounce Hydro Flask water bottles, which apparently I've learned recently the VSCO girl thing is that's a thing, and I think I might be one, at least in terms of like doing the things that they do, even though I don't know what it means. But that's, and then so meditating. I started meditating last month and I'm on like a 37-day streak, so I'm rocking and rolling with that. And then days that I'm up by 5 and then in bed by last month it was 10. This month it's 11. So hopefully I can merge those videos together. But what I was talking about was my little tracker here. And then down here I just track moods. That's the black line on this one. And then number of hours of sleep, which is the blue line. And so that was September. And then I just have some other notes. Make sure I'm still in frame here. This next one is my bill. Behind this page is my bill tracker for this month, so we're going to skip that. List, pin test. This is this month's habit tracker, or a regular tracker, however you want to call it. Same thing, tracking the same stuff, except this month it's blue is mood and black is sleep. When my task list carried over a couple weeks ago, cleaning schedule, house tasks. I was looking at buying a new car, but I decided against that. Activities, stuff I want to do with Willa now that I'm home. Starting to brainstorm ideas for Willa's Christmas. We're going to do the something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read kind of thing, because I don't really want to get into, I don't want her to get into the idea that like she's supposed to get all of these big things for Christmas. Like, I don't want her to grow up thinking that people are going to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on her. because we're not going to do that. So I'm going to start now, and then the rest of these note pages are blank, but you can see I've already used like quite a few, and I've only had this for not that long. So I'm glad that I got the Mega for 2020. So that's what I do pretty much. It's really straightforward. It eliminates a lot of the problems that I had in my A6 of like writing things on the monthly, like my monthly back here, and then moving them to my bullet journal monthly, and then moving them to my weekly, and then moving them to my daily. There was just a lot of overlap, and it took up a lot of time, and it was time consuming, but this is really like the perfect mix of everything that I need for it to be, and I really, really, really love it. So I'm really excited about 2019 or 2020 and getting a whole year in one of these babies. And I'm also, it doubles as my wallet, so I have all my cards in there. I've got some stickers that I don't use in there, and business cards and things like that. In the back I have a couple dollars in cash. I've got Willis teething chart, and more of those little bow tabs. And I don't know what's in there. Stamps. I got stamps in there. They're scented mail. So that's what I'm doing these days as far as my planning goes. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to answer anything at any time. Otherwise, hopefully I can edit these two videos together and it turns out okay. And if not, we'll figure something else out. But thank you so much for watching that. Y'all have a good day.